Let's give this a try. How's this? Maybe it's time I change styles.
We're bringing it back. Now's the time. Is my sexy too distracting? Ooh, I make this look good, baby.
What's in this season?
Now, what about this with those shoes?
There's a pretty rad pawn shop nearby. Always got a ton of great finds. Been a while since I stopped by. Maybe I'll go poke my head in.
I didn't realize there was a pawn shop around here.
Go figure, right? It was actually a hoarder's house originally. But once it got cleaned up, turns out it was full of treasures. I bought some of the bowls for my shop there.
So, the bowls at your restaurant are secondhand?
Yep, a total steal.
Things are going well.
Hey, they still make instant cameras? Boy, that takes me back.
You didn't know? They're pretty popular with the younger crowd lately.
Is that right?
Yeah, they like the analog thing. They think it's fun.
They do? That's fun?
You know how with instant cameras you don't know what you're getting right away? Apparently, it's fun waiting to see how it turns out. People also say the blurrier pictures just look and feel better too.
It kind of feels inconvenient now, what with smartphones and all.
Sounds like people are enjoying them anyhow.
Yeah, well, not old guys like me who lived it the first time.
Actually, it might be fun to take one for a spin. Want to try it sometime?
Seriously? It'd be a waste of film if we don't use it all.
All right, then we'll use it all.
Great idea, Kiryu-san. You're on picture duty, Nanchan.
Hey, I want to be in them too!
I'm ready to kick ass.
気に入らない顔です。
それより今関西で大人気のバーガー店がここにも出店するんだよ。
Oof, it's so cold. Oh, can we maybe stop for some taiyaki?
Sure. Nothing warms the belly like a fish-shaped waffle.
Pop quiz. When you eat taiyaki, do you start from the head or from the tail?
Start from the head.
Intriguing.
I bite into the belly.
Apparently, you can tell someone's personality by how they eat taiyaki.
I like these. So, what do their answers say?
Head eaters are hot-blooded and results-focused. Tail eaters are cautious but romantic. Or something like that. Belly biters are compliant but can get carried away.
You think that's true?
Well, seems fairly accurate from our survey sample.
I'm just repeating what I read, so no complaining to me.
What if you eat the scales first?
Oh, that's just freaky.
Well, I wasn't asking you.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about that. Who starts with scales?
Who would even think of something like that?
Not a scratch. Well, let's get started. Let's do it.
What's the holdup?
You're gonna be in a world of hurt. Huh?
Something wrong?
In for the kill!
I won't push back.
Now then.
Huh?
It's over!
Right.
What's the holdup?
Try this on the side. It's my turn.
What?
On.
Wanna play,
Something wrong?
Out of my way! All yours!
Let's do it. You're gonna be in a world.
Follow my lead. Ready for the knockout?
Here we go. Check this out. Yes.
We have a winner.
You picked the wrong opponent.
Strong!
Hell yeah!
Good old photography. Actually, I used to be really into taking pictures.
And you're not anymore?
Well, in the past, I would snap pics of everything around me. But one day, I realized I just couldn't find any more inspiration. Maybe I'd seen it all. There was this emptiness. Like I had already captured every corner of my own tiny world. But I was just a kid back then. So the memories aren't very sharp.
So even as a kid, you felt your world was small.
Damn. When you put it that way, it sounds like I was a real brat, huh?
Well, if you feel like you've broadened your horizons, maybe give that camera another try. See if anything new's inspired you.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
All right.
Passing by this arcade always brings back sour memories.
Something bad happened here?
One day, on a whim, I tried out this capsule machine selling pocket plants.
Plans? Guess they'll turn anything into collectibles these days.
Yeah, well, I ended up getting 5 of the 6 possible items, with no dupes, all in a row. I was on this winning streak, so I figured I'd pull again, just to snag the whole collection. But it was like the last one was actively dodging. In the end, I spent like 7,000 yen. My arm was practically jelly for pulling that crank.
Sounds like the machine got you good.
But you know, when I finally scored that full set, it felt like the stars aligned.
Must have been a big relief. What type of plant was in the last one?
Just your everyday Japanese spruce.
Huh. Congrats. Things are going well.
We gonna fight some more?
Always want to go inside when I pass one of these arcades.
I hear that.
Like, my body responds to the sounds of the machines and tokens.
Yep, that's how you know you're hooked. We're all just plushies getting yanked up by the claw.
That's pretty funny, the thought of you all as plushies.
You don't think I'd make a good plushie?
Well, let's get started. Let's do it.
I'll take you on.
Here we go.
You want some?
Try this on for size.
I'm over here!
I won't hold back.
You're gonna be able to
Wanna play, do we?
Right.
I'll take you on.
You're going down. All yours.
それではまたの機会に
You're gonna get stoned.
You want some?
Something
You're
wrong.
gonna
It's my turn.
You're gonna get stoned.
I can't move.
I'll
Right.
take you on.
Check this out.
Follow my lead.
君雑魚じゃねえ
Nothing personal.
On it. Out of my way! All yours!
I feel so heavy.
Pretty bold.
You picked the wrong opponent.
Learning more every day.
There's more where this came from.
Yes!
Sweet! Strong!
Good warm-up.
So, I was at a 100 yen store the other day, and I noticed things were getting kind of pricey. I took a closer look, and it turned out there were some 200 yen items mixed in.
Oh yeah, that's how they get you. Nothing more embarrassing than coming up short at the register.
I'm not that down and out, you know.
So? Did you sue the store or what?
What? No, that would be insane. It would have been on me for not looking. Plus, 200 yen stuff's typically better quality, so the glue gun set I picked up was more than worth it.
Gotta love a nice glue gun. I use mine all the time for DIY stuff.
She really got your attention with that, huh?
I'm sorry, did you say glue gun?
It's a hot glue dispenser shaped like a gun. You use it for crafts and hobbies and junk.
Don't know why you need a gun for that, but alright. You'll have to show me sometime, Psycho.
And another do-it-yourselfer is born.
Light as a feather.
今日は割とスケジュール
Let's bring the pain. Ever try pudding from a convenience store? Ah, they're so rich and creamy these days.
Coming from an experienced chef, I believe you.
Actually, good food in general has gotten pretty easy to find. Means I better get my ass in the kitchen.
Huh. That's a winning attitude.
I just can't stand to lose. Thought it might just be easier to sell some of that store-bought pudding in the end.
I doubt you'd end up doing that. I'll bet you'll whip up something from scratch that blows that other stuff out of the water.
You know, that's what I like about you and Kasuga-kun.
Sorry, what was that?
Ah, nothing. Just thinking about a recipe for some mind-blowing almond jelly.
All right.
You must be tired.
Hey there, Kiryu-san. Are you here for a drink? You, sure that'll be okay?
No need to worry about me.
Oh, please. But since you're already here, there just so happens to be a seat right next to me.
Great. I'll take you up on that. So, Saiko, you're a mama over at a cabaret club?
I'm not just a mama, I'm the owner of the whole joint. After the previous owner passed away, one thing led to another and I ended up taking over. The younger girls are usually the ones serving the customers, but sometimes I lend them a hand too.
Guess I should be paying you for this conversation then.
Cough it up, mister. But I guess you did help us out before, Kiryu-san, so let's just call it even. I won't be taking any money from you. Oh, whoops. I should be calling you Suzuki-san instead, right?
It'd make me happy if you could call me by my real name around our friends. There aren't any enemies here anyway.
Sounds good. That's easier for me too. Well, I can't speak for the rest of our motley crew, but I'll just call you Kiryu-san. You know, you give off this air of sophistication even when you're sipping a drink. You look like such a gentleman.
Same goes to you. You look like the very picture of elegance, sitting here, drinking alone.
Oh, yeah? Maybe working at the club has actually sucked the youth out of me.
I'm sure that it takes more than youth and vigor alone to become a successful business owner.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe that's why the men who come on to me are starting to change up their pickup lines.
Really now? How so?
Well, they don't stop at dating. And by that, I mean they start hinting at marriage. Or, things like that.
Those are some intense customers.
They're not like that at all around the younger girls. But I seem to attract a lot of customers like that. The type of guy who's looking to get hitched. Guess that means I'm at the right age for that. People are starting to look at me that way now. At least that's the sort of vibe I get. Actually, get this. One of the guys hitting on me is pretty rich, and he has a lot going for him.
Sounds like you don't mind that at all.
I wouldn't say that. Honestly, I'm not looking to get married. I'm plenty satisfied with how my life is right now. On the other hand, there's my twin sister. I keep thinking she needs to tie the knot with her boyfriend and settle down already. I mean, she's at the perfect age to get married. If she doesn't hurry, she'll let the chance slip by.
Something's not adding up here. If she's your twin, wouldn't that make her the same age as you?
I know. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. I'm aware I've just been making excuses, trying to justify myself.
As long as you know, I won't comment.
By the way, did Ichiban say anything about me when you guys were in Hawaii?
Let me think. But why do you ask? Are you worried about him?
Well, not exactly. I just haven't talked to him in a while. He did something that pissed me off.
And how long is a while?
Nah, just leave it. All that matters is that he's doing okay. Besides, this is Ichiban we're talking about. No matter where he goes, I can't imagine him being anything but his stubborn, cheerful self. Kiryu-san? What's up? Why'd you get all quiet?
If you've got something to say to Kasuga, I'll hear you out. I don't mind playing the messenger.
Something I want to say to him? I can't really think of anything, though. But thank you for that.
It doesn't have to be right now. Offer's valid whenever you want. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Yeah, of course.
What can I say to that? You know, if I keep spending more time with you, Kasuga might get upset.
Oh, no. We're not like that at all. The two of us are just friends.
Sure. Well, let's drink again sometime when we get the chance. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all. I'd love to, in fact. Just make sure your health doesn't get any worse, Kiryu-san.
You got it. I look forward to doing this again.
Yeah, same here. It's been fun.
Hey, Saiko. Mind if I join you for a drink?
Yeah, go ahead. I've been saving this seat just for you, Kiryu-san. Gotta keep an eye on the sickly, you know. Make sure he's not drinking too much.
That's so. I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
Actually, there's something I wanted to ask you. When you're hitting on a woman, are you the attentive type? The kind of man who takes care of all of her needs?
I'd say so, yeah. But not to the point where I'd embarrass myself.
Have you ever given someone a bouquet?
That's not my style. I've never done that myself, but I think it's actually pretty bold.
Okay, but if a guy gave you enough roses to nearly fill your room every single day, that'd be crazy, right? And crazy expensive to boot.
Guys like that only exist in soap operas. I've never heard of anyone doing that.
Really? Huh, that's surprising. I figured that was pretty normal during the bubble era.
Hosts may have done that sort of thing for their clients, but that's all staged. Again, like a soap opera. So what's with the rose talk? Did some guy actually try to woo you with a bouquet or two?
You're pretty sharp, Kiryu-san. That is spot on.
He must be quite the character then. Alright, I'm listening. So what kind of guy is he?
He's the CEO of some consulting firm that just started up here in Ijincho. He's young, only like a year older than me. After his first visit to the club, he asked me on a date, and I figured it wouldn't hurt to say yes. And ever since then, he's been sending me a ton of roses every day. To my club and to my home. It doesn't really bother me, and I just feel bad if I told him off for it.
You shouldn't, though. Was this pretty recent?
Yeah, like, since last month?
The guy seems head over heels for you. Those flowers can't be cheap either.
And on top of that, he even slips in stuff like marriage and our future whenever we're having a conversation.
So this CEO guy is the same customer who was pressing you about getting hitched.
Yep. I mean, honestly, he was a great guy on our date, and he does seem to know how to treat a woman. He's attentive, and he never runs out of things to talk about. And he's funny, too. Some girls might even call him perfect.
Seems like you don't think too badly of Mr. CEO either.
Huh. Does it come off that way? Oh, yeah. That reminds me.
What's up?
I heard Ichiban is doing just fine over there. He's hanging around with that one girl, right? Chitose-chan?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
So, what's she like?
Oh, she's a wonderful young woman, but she's not as lovely as you.
Where did that come from? You flatterer. Boy, you sure know how to make a girl feel special.
Honestly, I'd probably tell Chitose the same thing if she asked me that.
Really now? You're gonna play with my feelings like that? Oh, I'm hurt.
Seems I don't know how to treat a lady after all. Maybe I ought to consult this CEO of yours.
Chitose-chan more or less stripped Ichiban of everything he owned and threw him out, right? Wasn't he being way too careless?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, he went all the way to Hawaii to meet his mom. He should have kept his head on straight.
But Kasuga wasn't seduced by her. He only got his drink spiked. On top of that, she told him she was Akane-san's housekeeper. I don't think he had much reason to suspect her. Yeah, he let his guard down, but I wouldn't blame him.
Uh-huh. So you're taking Ichiban's side, Kiryu-san? That man never changes. I'm not sure if it's because he's gullible or what.
It's hard to leave him alone, isn't it?
Incredibly. I know from personal experience.
He bears his heart to anyone, so I'm positive he doesn't look at Chitose in the way you think he does. Does that make you feel any better?
What? Look, if Ichiban's getting friendly with a cute girl over in Hawaii, I'm happy for him. Really.
Uh-huh, sure. I'll drop the subject then.
And what are you chuckling at? What's so funny, huh? That does it. I'm gonna drink all night long. I don't know if it's just your age talking or what, but that calm attitude of yours just pissed me off. Heck, how would you like it if I stripped you down today, Kiryu-san?
Careful. I'm a sick man, remember? Have mercy on me.
Hey, what are you smirking about?
Hey, Psycho. Did you just get here?
Yeah, but something's been bugging me. Can't even get a nice buzz.
You alright? What's bugging you?
It's that whole dating thing we talked about last time. You know, with that consulting firm CEO.
Right, him. Still going on about marriage, I take it.
That he is.
Guess there's no time to rest for the popular.
I don't think he drops by the club for fun either. He's just there, hitting on me the whole time. He doesn't even glance at the younger girls. Sure, he looks like a womanizer, but at least he's got money. His business seems to be doing well too. I just don't get why he's so focused on me.
You think he's got an ulterior motive?
I've got some money saved up, just like anyone else, but this guy's definitely better off than me. So if it's not about the money, then that means he fell for my beauty, charm, and intellect. Naturally.
Naturally. Knowing all that, I can say this with full confidence. That man is just crazy for you.
Well, even so, I'm not really thinking about marriage. My club might be on the small side, but I like being able to run things my way. I've even told him myself that I'm not planning to get married. But he's pressing so hard. It makes me wonder if he's after something, you know? Is it safe to assume that he's probably got some kind of hidden motive? 'Cause it is a little creepy.
Are you a little scared of falling in love?
Oh, I don't know. I've never thought of it that way. I doubt I'll ever experience true love myself, though. For better or worse, I've met my fair share of men back when I was a hostess.
I'm sure most of them were all over the women, too. I can understand why you'd want to lump all men together. But among them, there has to be one guy who loves you for you. No strings attached. Hard to tell if he's one of them.
This guy is... well... I told you that he founded a consulting firm, right? But he's also the son of a CEO of another large company. Judging by his background alone, you could say he's set for life. But even though he's wealthy, he tries not to rely on his parents. Seems like he really struggled on his own for a while.
You know, it's starting to sound like you admire the guy.
It's easy to figure out who's struggled in life once you get a conversation rolling. In that respect, he's not just another rich kid. He can be serious, but he can also let loose and have fun. I think people like him are pretty reliable. Ugh, I've had enough rose bouquets for a lifetime, though.
Now, this is just something my imagination cooked up. But I can see Kasuga doing his own thing with roses, too.
Yeah. That's not gonna get him anywhere, though, because he doesn't understand what really matters.
Well, at least with him, you wouldn't have to worry about a hidden motive. He'd make it too obvious. He's not such a bad guy.
Okay. You know, Kiryu-san, sounds to me like you're trying to talk him up. Let me guess. You heard something, didn't you? Like, oh, I don't know, how Ichiban asked me out on a date?
I want to hear your side of the story. I've only overheard Kasuga and Nanba talking.
So nobody told you anything about it?
Well, we were pretty busy over in Hawaii. We had to rush through an entire laundry list of things to get them done. Now I finally have room to breathe. And to drink.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sounds like something happened on your date?
Yeah, sure was something. He proposed to me on our first date of all things.
No kidding. That's a very Kasuga thing to do. But I assume it didn't go well, considering you're not on speaking terms.
It did not, no. Ichiban just kept going on and on about what he wanted us to be when we got married. Obviously shows how much he's thought about it. Yeah, I know he can be a bit awkward when it comes to this kind of stuff. But honestly speaking, that's not exactly what I wanted to hear.
But you weren't against the proposal?
Well, we've known each other for a long time. I guess Ichiban figured his feelings wouldn't change. Not then and not in the future.
So I take it you didn't completely hate the idea.
Well, truth be told, it got my heart fluttering. I'm pretty sure that I was feeling just as nervous as Ichiban was that day.
No kidding. Right now, I'm the one getting all worked up listening to this.
Yeah, I know, right? Enough of that. Seriously, how do we always end up talking about Ichiban when we're drinking together?
Yeah, I guess we do.
Let's talk about your love life for a change, Kiryu-san. Anything new with you?
I've been a sick, lonely man for a good while now, but I had my fair share of romance in the past.
Oh yeah? I'm listening.
Well, a long time ago. Soon after I was placed in foster care, she arrived. The moment I laid eyes on her, I felt something special between us. In the past, I was innocent, eager. But then... It'll take me more than a day or two to get through this story. That and, I'm starting to doze off.
What? Seriously? That is so not fair.
I'll make time to tell you the whole story, once I'm in better shape.
Uh-huh, sure. And when will that be? I'm gonna have you schedule that for a later date then.
Don't ask for the impossible. Once you get to my age, you never know when you'll be in good shape again.
Don't give me such a half-assed excuse then.
Complain all you want. I'm not budging. This is amazing.
Okay, got it. Don't worry about that. Just let me know straight away from now on. Yeah, thanks.
What's up? Is there a problem?
Yeah, something came up at the club. I don't want to bore you with the details, Kiryu-san.
I've got time. Go on. Talk to me. No need to keep quiet.
Should I really be consulting the legendary Yakuza about something this trivial?
It sounded pretty important when you were on the phone earlier.
Oh, I can't believe you heard that. How embarrassing. Guess I still got a lot to learn as a business owner.
So, a problem at the club, was it? That usually means sales aren't up to snuff, or the staff got headhunted.
Or sometimes you'll have the Yakuza harassing you, trying to make you cough up protection money.
I hear the Seiryu clan hasn't been going around doing that lately.
Really now? Good to hear. But yeah, one of our business rivals is headhunting our girls. Of course, that's not illegal here in Ijincho. Since the economy's down, everyone's desperate to survive.
How many girls did they poach from you?
So far, just the one, but it looks like they approached 4 or 5 other girls.
That's no minor issue.
If they all get headhunted, we're done for. I taught these girls everything they know. We won't be able to keep the club running without them. But that's not the worst of it. People are saying I'm trying to close up shop, which only makes it easier to drive these girls away from us.
Wait, they're saying what now?
Rumor has it that I'm totally on board with marrying that consulting firm CEO. It's true he hasn't been subtle about it, so other people assume I'm happy about the whole thing. That makes the rumor about me shutting down the club seem more plausible.
If that's really the case, then no wonder the girls think it'd be better to move to another club.
And the cherry on top? Nobody told me about the headhunting right away because they cared about my happiness. In fact, they finally let me know in that last phone call.
Really? And you didn't want to tell me? This is getting out of hand.
Honestly, I'm more shocked that my girls kept this from me. Especially because I figured telling them to open up to me would be the best way to keep things casual. By the way, is it just me, or is there just too fine a line between caring and being overbearing lately?
When you climb up to a higher position, that may create a rift between you and other people. It happens. But something's bugging me about the headhunting.
Huh? What about it?
Don't you think this could all be a setup?
A setup? By who?
The person who called you just now. Maybe they were just saying they were looking out for you, but they've been in cahoots with your business rivals all along.
I would pick my next words very carefully if I were you. I was talking to my right-hand woman. We've worked together for years, so I trust her a lot.
I see. Well, if we're talking about trust, then there is one other person who seems pretty shady to me.
Oh yeah? Who is it this time?
The CEO of the consulting firm who's been pursuing you. It all makes sense. His constant proposals made it easier for the girls to leave the club.
You really think so?
All the girls at your club were trained by you, so they likely feel a deep sense of gratitude. Normally, they wouldn't be persuaded so easily. They would have reported to you right away, so you could deal with it appropriately.
Yeah, that's how it should have gone, but
Too much of a stretch?
I've told you before, right? That CEO's loaded, so he's not exactly strapped for cash. Why would someone like that be headhunting hostesses?
That's true.
And I don't mean to flatter myself here, but he takes each and every proposal seriously. If this was some kind of marriage scam, I would have seen right through him.
Can't argue against that.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to blow up at you. But I'll look into this incident anyway, just in case, to see if he's involved.
Sorry if I offended you. I crossed the line even though I don't know much about running a business.
It's fine. No offense taken. You're pretty much the only one who'd hear me out on these kinds of things lately, Kiryu-san.
I'm glad I could lend you an ear. Feel free to try and bore me all you want.
I think I might take you up on that.
Hey, Sunhee. Mind if I join you?
Of course I don't mind, but... How's your health, Kiryu-san?
Just fine. I am limiting my intake, believe it or not. Thanks for the concern, though. Is it really alright for you to spend so much time with us? Will your subordinates manage without you there?
I'm sure they'll be okay. There are hardly any issues that require my input. If they need me to get involved, then they know how to reach me. So there's no need to worry about me, Kiryu-san.
Your phone's ringing.
So it is. Just ignore it. I'm enjoying our time together right now.
But...
See? Now, if it's really important, they'll call again right away.
You gonna answer that?
Nothing could possibly be more important than enjoying a drink with you, Kiryu-san.
I appreciate the thought, but now I'm a bit on edge here.
Well, now that that's over, we can finally drink in peace.
Sunhee, if you get another call, I want you to answer it right away. Now it's got me curious.
Fine. I don't mean to put off my work that much anyway. I suppose I have to take this then. Excuse me, Kiryu-san.
Yeah, of course.
What? This had better be important. Yeah, got it. Bye.
Everything okay? What'd they want?
All good. Don't worry. It's not a big deal. Just ran into a little bit of trouble.
Your subordinates called you multiple times, but it turns out it's no big deal.
Yeah, apparently a fire broke out on Komi Jewel turf.
What?
Okay, don't get so worked up. It was just a minor fire. But I've been told it might have been deliberate. Some guys from the Liumang roaming the area, allegedly.
Liu Mang? But I thought they were under your command, same as Komi Jewel.
Yeah, which is why I'm having them look into the matter. Again, no need to concern yourself with this. Well, that's enough of that.
Don't mind me. I know you want to go. You're worried, right? After all, the ones who started the fire were the Liumang. If you get involved, then you'll be dousing the flames, preventing them from becoming even bigger trouble.
Okay, you have a good point. I know. But still,
I'm done here. If I drink any more, then I won't hear the end of it from Nanba. Go show your face, even for just a second. Your subordinates need you there more than I do here.
fine, fine. Once you've made up your mind, you can be as stubborn as a mule. Guess we'll call it here.
All right. And hey, we'll drink again sometime. As long as you're up for it, of course.
There's nothing I'd love more. Well, see you.
It's tough having to lead an entire organization. Daigo really had his work cut out for him. Sunhee, what happened with that small fire? The one where the Liumang set fire to Komijol turf.
Oh, thanks for your concern, but I'd rather talk about literally anything else. There's some dissent within Ijincho, just something I have to deal with as a leader. Just nothing you should be worried about.
No can do. You shouldn't have to shoulder that burden all by yourself. Why don't you lay it on me? You mentioned before there aren't many people who can drink with you as equals.
I did say that, but screw it. There really is no winning with you. Honestly, I didn't want to air out our dirty laundry in front of you.
So it was arson. But nobody saw who did it.
Right. All we know right now is that the culprit was fully aware they were setting fire to Komijul turf.
Don't you find that a little strange?
Well, how so?
If I remember correctly, your subordinate didn't hesitate to tell you that the Liumang was behind it. But how could they call them out without an eyewitness account?
So you've noticed. Impressive. Long story short, the accusations against the Liumang are false. There's no evidence pointing to the perp, so it's all bullshit. But someone managed to escalate that BS to me without having to go through any filters. That's the real problem.
What do you mean?
I'm saying the lie originated within Komijul, among the top brass at that.
In other words, one of the Komijol officers tried to deceive you with a false report.
Precisely. He probably made his underlings start the fire, then spread the rumor that the Liumang was behind it. This act of betrayal only serves to escalate tension between Komijul and the Liumang. I can't turn a blind eye to it.
You're right. One wrong move and it'll lead to an all-out war between the two of them.
Truth is, some people aren't too happy to see Komijul and the Liumang getting along. By deepening the division and sowing discord, they'll be able to pin the blame on me for failing to take action. That's the traitor's end goal. He wants to chase me out and seize my throne to rule Komijul himself.
You managed to dig all that up? Then did you find out who the traitor is?
I did, actually. He got sloppy when leaking the rumor. Turns out the traitor is the eldest of Komijul's officers. His name is Hanchulsa.
So, that's him there, huh?
One of my great and wise uncles I've talked about before. At his age, he should be thinking about retirement. Guess he wanted to make a name for himself before going out.
By betraying you, no less. If he's the oldest, then the two of you must go way back. I'm sorry to hear that. I understand why you didn't want to talk about it now.
Yet I still opened up about everything from start to finish. Just how do you do it, Kiryu-san?
I only hope you feel a little better after talking about it.
This is such a mess. I really didn't want you to see me like this. I can't believe I just spilled everything to you.
Was Hanchol-sa dissatisfied about something? I doubt he'd plan a coup for no reason.
I can't think of anything. Except for the fact that I'm younger than him, and a woman. Considering he's a man who's faced countless adversities in battle, perhaps he doesn't want to end up under a leader like me.
Most old men probably would think so.
I've received the same report from different sources stating that Hanchol-sa is secretly rallying people to rebel. Saying crap like Sun-hee is capable for a woman, sure, but weak-willed, and other people are more suited to lead.
So he's been working the rumor mill.
I can find out anything and everything that happens in Ijincho. Hanchol-sa won't be able to keep up with the information warfare. But people look up to him as a legend of the past. My generation grew up listening to stories of his heroics. He once fought to the death with the Tojo clan back in its heyday. I never thought he would ever become my enemy.
A man too full of pride is a man stuck in time, unable to move on. Nothing more than a relic of the past.
Yeah, that old man's far too reckless for his own good. Oh, but he's older than you, Kiryu-san. Much older. You're not even in the same age group.
You don't have to force yourself to say that. More importantly, what do you plan to do about him? As the head, it's up to you to decide how to deal with traitors.
See, this is exactly why I didn't want to talk about this with you, Kiryu-san. Truth be told, I haven't made up my mind yet.
Take your time to think it over. I'll think of something too.
Look, I'd appreciate the help. If only we could have talked about something sexier instead.
True. Dealing with a traitor is not a very sexy topic.
Thank you, Kiryu-san. Sharing your suspicions with someone else does help clear things up.
Yeah, it certainly seems so.
I'm sure you have other things to do, though. Your own problems are even more pressing than mine. I don't want to cause you any trouble, so...
So?
Can we just drink and talk about something stupid now?
Sure. What better way is there to booze?
You really do get me. Always have. Got it. Thanks for the report. I'll be there soon. You guys have to stand down. We won't come out of this unscathed. Considering we're up against Hanchol-sa.
What's going on? You were just on the phone with a subordinate, right?
Sorry? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I just finished my drink, so I'll be leaving now.
Wait, Sun-hee. It sounded like you don't have enough hands on deck.
Psh, I'm the queen of Komi Jewel. I always have enough hands.
Suzuki-san, it's rare for you to be stood up.
I doubt I even had a chance. Do you happen to know anything about what Sun-hee is dealing with right now?
As much as it pains me to snitch, it seems that a hostile faction in Komi Jewel started an insurrection.
An insurrection?
About 10 of them, all led by Hanchol-sa, have been attacking one Liumang shop after another. It's likely they're aiming to start a war as quickly as they can to try and overthrow Sun-hee-san.
things have already escalated that far?
As the queen, she needs to bring Komi Jewel under control herself before the Liu Mong retaliates.
Which Liu Mong spots are they hitting up? Do you know where they are?
I take it you intend on helping her?
Of course.
I understand how you feel, but you ought to know that Sunhee-san can't accept an outsider's help. Unless she demonstrates authority and resolves this situation herself, the same thing will keep happening.
Please, time is of the essence. There's no way I could relax and knock back some drinks after hearing all that.
That's not the only problem, by the way. I've noticed she's been trying to act tougher than usual whenever she's around you. My guess is that she wants to look more put together in front of her hero. You should be more considerate. Take her feelings into account.
Now's not the time for that.
Oh, right. I do have something that could come in handy. Wear this, and you'll look like any other Komi Jewel. Sunhee-san won't even bat an eye.
That's genius. I owe you one, bartender.
Enough, Hanshul-sa! I have always thought of you as a hero. Why would you do this?
That's right. I am a hero. But should a hero be forced to spend the rest of his life under the thumb of a little girl? Only a man of brute force, undeterred by bloodshed, can rule the underworld. Not a woman like you. I'm taking what is rightfully mine.
So that's Hancho-sa.
Take a good look, Sunhee. Don't your underlings make for a pathetic sight? They actually thought they stood a chance against me. Arrogant greenhorns. There's no soldier worth his salt within the present-day Komi Jewel. I've spent my days wreaking carnage during the Tojo clan's prime. I will bring change to this pitiful organization of yours. What's so funny?
You, Hanshul-sa. You've gone senile. Sounds like you're under the impression that you could beat me, if only by brute force.
Of course I can. But I'll let this slide, as long as you get on your knees and surrender. Then swear to all of Ijincho that you're relinquishing your post as Komi Jewel's commander-in-chief.
That's all? Anything else?
Let's see. Ah, yes. Strip off your clothes when you kneel. Imagine the Queen of Komi Jewel surrendering while nude. Don't you know? The common man loves a good show. And you were never one who served to please.
Huh, good to hear.
Huh?
The proud warrior I once knew is dead to me now. And the lowly, boorish man I see here is nothing but a shell of his former self. Now I have no qualms meting out punishment as your leader.
Foolish girl. You only have a single underling left on your side. Give it up. You can't win.
Shh, don't listen to him. I will win. Even if I have to fight alone. If you want to run, now's your chance.
No, I cannot do that. Whatever you decide, I will see it through to the end, Sunhee.
That voice.
Don't pay me any mind. Hancho-sa is approaching, so please brace yourself for battle.
Right.
Look lively, men. It's time for a new era. Down with the Queen!
調子乗ってんじゃねえぞ Bring it on!
It's my turn.
I'll take you on.
やるかかかってこい本気出せよかかってこい
In for the kill!
Follow my lead.
Wanna play, do we?
なめんなよ
You want some?
Nothing personal. Something wrong?
We're going to regret this. Try to block this!
What's the holdup? I won't hold back.
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
Follow my lead.
Now then.
Ready for the knockout?
You're going to regret this. Easy. Wait.
We have a winner.
They didn't stand a chance. Whew! We should relish this moment.
How could I, the Hancho Sir, have lost?
Poor judgment, I'd say. That's just too bad. For you, I mean. Age has not been kind to you, Since you messed with the Liumang, I'll just hand you over to them so they can decide what to do with you. Unfortunately, that means I can't guarantee your life.
No, please! Wait, Sunny! I'm sorry. I was in the wrong.
In the underworld, you can't play ignorant and expect to get away with it. You were the one who taught me that. Hey, you! Thanks for the help. You really saved me back there. I didn't know we had someone like you in our organization.
It's an honor to be of service to the Queen.
Why don't you take off your mask?
My apologies, but it is more imperative to tend to the injured as soon as possible. Pardon me, ma'am, but I should go look for help.
Fine. Go on ahead. Have you been drinking here ever since I left earlier? Kiryu-san, a long drinking session is no good for your health, you know?
It's fine. I didn't drink that much.
Then I guess I'll take this seat. So... did the bartender lend you that Komi Jewel mask?
Sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ah, looks like I made you worry quite a bit. But if that's how you want it, I'll play along. Right, bartender? You got involved too, didn't you?
I'm afraid I'm just as in the dark as you are.
Sure, of course you are. God, neither of you open up about your past or your secrets very easily. You two are certainly veterans in that field.
How about a drink, Sunhee? Just relax. Try not to give the bartender such a hard time.
You two might be the only ones alive who'd treat me like a child. Then again, perhaps that's why I'm rather fond of this bar. To good friends and good drinks. Cheers.
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 So what happened to that one trader in Komi Jewel? What was his name again? Hanjolsa?
You're still keeping up the act? Huh. Well, my lips are sealed. It's a Komi Jewel issue. Outsiders don't need to know. Okay, dealing with Kiryu-san is one thing, but why is the bartender smirking? That's poor customer service, you know.
Look at her, giving us the cold shoulder.
Yeah, she has a point. That won't fly in the service industry, bartender.
All right, you two.
Hey, Joe.
Ah, hey there, Kiryu-san.
Someone's been knocking him back. You know, I still haven't had a drink with you yet. Mind if I sit here?
Of course not. Be my guest. Some one-on-one time with Kiryu-san, huh? Kinda making me a little nervous here.
And I guess you've already got a good buzz going. Been a while since you stepped down as a leader of the Liumang, hasn't it?
Yep. Now I'm just a regular old civilian. Trying to be one, at least.
Right. I imagine other people might not see it that way.
It's been a solid 15 years since you quit the business, right? But people still call you Kiryu-san. The fourth chairman and the Dragon of Dojima.
Yeah. There's no running from your past. Guess we're both struggling on that front.
But at least I've got it a bit easier than you. My name's only good round here in Ijincho.
Do you ever regret giving it all up? Your father passed you the mantle, right?
Well, Liumang was tearing itself apart from the inside out back then. Thanks to Ryo Aoki and the Omi Alliance. A good lot of them stabbed me in the back. Some of the old heads included. We had no choice but to rebuild from the ground up. Obviously, somebody has to take responsibility for all that. And, well, who else better than the guy up top? Since Komijo was literally going up in smoke too, Ijincho's entire gray zone was in danger. Having Sunhee take the wheel was the best choice, so no. I don't regret my decision.
I see.
By bringing the Liumang and Komijo together, Sunhee managed to save a lot of lives. That had to be a ton of hard work. I can't possibly thank her enough for all she's done.
I'm impressed you're so honest about it.
I gotta say, it hits different when you're the one dishing out praise, Kiryu-san. Kasuga-kun's got away with words, but you're not too bad yourself.
Thanks.
Kiryu-san, you're a dead man walking, aren't you? So you can't pay your family or friends a little visit?
That's right.
Are you sure you should be talking to me then?
The Daidoji probably think that this will all work out in their favor. So they'll turn a blind eye.
All right then. You think it'd be cool if you came over to my place?
Your place?
I own a Chinese restaurant, see? An old little hole in the wall, but it's mine. Sometimes I cook the food myself. Scratch that. Not sometimes. I cook pretty much every day.
From the top of the Liumang to the head of the kitchen.
I've always loved cooking. You'd catch me in the kitchen even during my Liumang days. A lot of my guys like to eat whatever I whipped up to.
You ever consider that it was hard for them to tell the boss his food sucks?
Oh, so that's how you want to play. Guess now I've just gotta invite you to my restaurant then.
Must be nice to run a business doing what you love. Sounds pretty rewarding, too.
Sure is. And I'd be more than happy to serve you up a meal anytime.
That's some confidence you've got there. I look forward to it. How about another round?
Fine by me. But you should take it easy. Wouldn't want you to keel over before you get a taste of my cooking.
Fine. Whatever you say. Barkeep.
Hard to believe you're a sick man. Barkeep, hit me with another two.
That's the spirit. Hey, there you are.
Hey, waiting for you, Kiryu-san. Would you mind hanging out a while?
Something happened?
You remember that girl, Miyabi-chan, from my job? The clumsy one?
Sure, the one who cried at your farewell party. What about her?
Well, out of nowhere, I got a call from her not long ago. She wanted to tell me that the company finally explained to them why I was let go.
After all this time, huh? What'd they tell everyone?
Well, that's the thing. Apparently, they claimed it was due to past misconduct.
Meaning what exactly?
They told them, back when I was a nurse, I stole and distributed drugs from the hospital.
Just promise you'll never do it again. I'll forget everything I heard.
Well, hold on, at least let me explain.
I'm only kidding. You said that's what the company told them, so then it's not really the case?
Your sense of humor, man. It can be downright bizarre. Anyway. Fortunately, I made peace a while back with how that whole incident went down. And I disclosed it back when I first applied for the inspection job. So, they accepted it for 2 years, and suddenly decided to fire me for it. By their logic, that is.
That's pretty strange.
Yeah, it made sense at first, firing me after Ichiban became a liability. As far as they're concerned, a guy like me is not worth any risk to the company. So why didn't they just tell everyone the truth?
It doesn't seem to make sense. I wonder, could it be there was another reason they let you go?
Huh? Another reason?
That Kasuga video might have been popular, but it's flimsy grounds to cost you your job. You were only an inspector. It's not like you represented them to clients.
Yeah, you're right. If you fired all the friends of anyone who's ever been roasted online, the world would run out of workers. Maybe there really was something else.
Is there anything that comes to mind?
No. But I certainly can't leave it at this now. And maybe it's pointless considering that job's all in the past.
Pointless to an observer, maybe. But your peace of mind is all that matters.
You're damn right. I won't find any peace leaving this behind.
So then, what's your plan?
I'll have to think about it. Thanks, though, Kiryu-san. You've got your own problems.
It's fine. We have to look out for each other.
That's a decent way of seeing the world. You won't mind if I ask your advice again? When Ichiban's away, I swear, I'm a total wreck.
The least I can do is lend you an ear.
That's all I need. It's always good to have someone who'll listen.
Hey, Namba. This seat taken?
Hey, it's all yours.
Fill me in. Any new developments?
Thanks for remembering. As it happens, that girl, Miyabi-chan, asked me out to drinks to talk.
I take it this wasn't exactly a date, though. Did you learn anything?
Hey, you're too quick, Kiryu-san. Don't cut me off at the knees. So it turns out, she called because the company's explanation for firing me jogged her memory.
Oh?
Originally, she was secretary to an executive there. Then the company transferred her to inspections, despite her having no training there. Explains a lot, actually. Why she seemed so mistake-prone, that is. Maybe she wasn't just clumsy like we thought.
You were the same. The company treated you both like objects.
Yep. What's more, now it gets interesting. Her transfer and my firing were done by the same person.
So there's a mastermind at work.
That's an extravagant way of putting it, but yes. Turns out, he's the one she was secretary to. Take a look at this here. He's on the homepage of the company. He's such a big shot. Guy's also a serial sexual harasser. He was pressuring Miyabi-chan to become his mistress. But she wouldn't do it, and she reported his behavior to human resources.
That was courageous of her.
Yeah, she did everything right. Unsurprisingly, asshole gets a slap on the wrist. Company docks his pay for a few months. At which point, he starts getting spiteful.
How do you mean?
Soon, Miyabi-chan loses her secretary position and gets transferred to inspections. They tell her it's just routine human resources allocation. It's simply best for business. So she ended up in the same warehouse as me. All because this guy couldn't take rejection.
And if she complained about any of it, the company could claim it had sided with her already, right?
Yep. The harasser doesn't even quit after that. He'd stop by every so often just to peek at her. Until one day, when he caught her talking to me, saw her smiling. He flips out, gets jealous over it. Next thing you know, I've been shit-canned. That's it. Not the video or my past misconduct. Like you said, Kiryu-san, there had to be another reason.
Some of these private companies are no better than Yakuza, I've found. What's the situation now, then? Have things gotten any worse since you were fired?
They have. Apparently he started stalking Miyabi-chan now, completely unabashedly.
So, no one's gonna stop him.
Pretty much the case.
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
Kiryu-san, what do you think? I'm lost. I need some advice here.
Simple. Next time, ask Miyabi out on a date.
The hell kind of advice is that?
She asked you out, didn't she? Therefore, the ball's in your court now.
Oh, I thought I explained to you. She didn't ask me out for any romantic reason.
All right. Only kidding.
Oh, jeez, man. I just can't tell with you sometimes. Okay, then. Kiryu-san, thanks for this. You've helped me sort a few things out.
Really? If that's so, I'm happy for you.
You're damn fine company to drink with. I appreciate you hearing me out.
Say, why don't we toast with a real drink?
You almost had me there.
Hey, Namba.
Kiryu-san. Shit. I don't know what to do.
Honestly, I've had worse reactions to my face.
Okay, remember everything going on? Yeah, the guy stalking Miyabi-chan at my old workplace, the bigwig?
Sure. What about him?
He's here in Ijinsho, out drinking with some henchmen apparently. Just now, Miyabi-chan called me to let me know. She warned me not to run into him. The thing is, this son of a bitch cost me my job. And he keeps antagonizing Miyabi-chan.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking maybe this is my chance to finally say something to him.
That's all you want to do? You seem like you're ready for a brawl.
Guess we'll just have to wait and see. It's just... Kiryu-san, when I saw your face, I knew I couldn't put this off any longer.
Hey, don't make my face your excuse here.
Yeah, I know. It's my decision to go out there. There's too much I need to get off my chest. No turning back this time.
How much have you had? You seem a little tipsy.
Okay. Let's make some magic, Kiryu-san. Follow me into battle.
Wait, this isn't like you, Namba.
He's supposed to be somewhere right around here. Hey, Kiryu-san. Eyes open for that guy's harasser-ass face.
You need to take it easy.
Is that good old Nanba standing in my way?
Oh, now that's a lucky break. Finally found you, you dirty swine.
What now? Little grunt. Who the hell do you think you're talking to? You should be bowing.
Why should I bow to you? It's not like I'm your employee anymore, right? I've been laid the hell off. So right now, we're just two grown men. And you're the one in my way.
Oh, yeah. You did get fired. Hey, you guys know about him? Good old Namba here got busted for stealing meds as a nurse.
That's an old story, and not like it sounds. But you're still the creep who harasses his secretaries. You're the one who had me fired, weren't you? Miyabi-chan and I were friends, and you couldn't stand to see it, right?
Yeah? So what? That it? Is that why you're so upset with me? Losing your 9 to 5?
It's not just that. Miyabi-chan lost her first job as a secretary because of you.
Guilty as charged. Oh, are you here to avenge her? Well, throw down, little man. Come get some.
The hell'd you say?
Don't let him make you throw the first punch. He'll just use that as an excuse to gang up on you.
Your big old buddy here's pretty sharp. But you don't need his advice, do you, Nanba? Prove you're a man and take a shot at me.
That's so. So, you admit it was you then?
What?
You fired me on your own. It wasn't a company decision. That means... It means Ichiban was never the reason. He's 100% innocent. He's blame-free.
Huh? What are you rambling about?
We did it, Kiryu-san. Ichiban wasn't at fault, just like I figured.
Nanba, don't tell me.
Somebody explain what he's saying to me. Nah, fuck that actually. Talking is bullshit. I'm a man of action.
I'm not a loser.
I won't hold back.
Get serious.
Nothing personal.
Yeah.
Something wrong?
Watch this. Ever had your ears ringed? Damn it.
This is no way to fight.
Okay.
I'll take you on. Damn it. Sorry to drag my feet. Hardly a fair fight.
Wait a second! Hold on, please! What's gonna happen to me?
Hey, Mr. Grab-ass, sir. You leave Miyabi-chan alone, starting right now. All you do to her is give her a secretary job again. Obviously, not working underneath you, that is. You assign her to the most decent boss you have down there.
But I...
Oh, is that not doable for some reason? Maybe my friends and I should come find you again? And again?
No! You got it! She's back to secretary work! Just please, don't hit me anymore.
Huh. That'll do. You should be honored, you know. This guy's fists are famous.
Oh, sheesh. Let's get out of here, all right? The crowd's gathering.
Forgive me, Kiryu-san. It was all the adrenaline rush.
Don't worry about it. Kasuga's lucky to have a friend like you.
Huh?
I never realized. This whole time you weren't bitter about losing your job. You were worried that Kasuga might feel like he's to blame.
Yep. Ichiban's carrying so much guilt on his shoulders, thinking he got me fired. I had to be able to assure him that it was never his fault. All this time, Ichiban's been suffering needlessly, feeling like he owes me. I just wanted to relieve him of that burden.
But even if it had been because of the online thing, you never held it against him, did you?
Of course not. How could I have? He didn't do anything wrong.
I see.
One thing, though.
Hmm?
I've been biting my tongue for weeks now, and it's been pretty exhausting. Because I really did love that job, you know? So after they fired me, I had to make sure not to mope about it near Ichiban, in case he took it to heart. And now, I'm so glad. I'm glad because Ichiban is just unhateable. I could never be mad at him. Not for any reason.
Nanba.
I'm sorry. I'm just feeling relieved.
Namba, for tonight only, what do you say we have a real drink?
You're devious, Kiryu-san. If we're gonna do this, I insist we go top shelf. Bartender, give me your #1 best and most affordable offering.